everybody, my name is Elizabeth. Welcome back to my channel. Merry Christmas! If you followed me for a little while, you probably recognize where I am. I am back at the Ohio Renaissance Festival Fairgrounds, but this time we're here for a Christmas event called Yuletide, and I'm so excited. I've never done it before. Now, I'm not here by myself. My parents are here with me. But yeah, I'm so excited to see what they have. I think they have some characters wandering around and some more entertainment. It is cold, so I can't guarantee how long I'm going to last, but it should be fun. Let's go. It is much less busy than it was at Renaissance Festival. Guys,
it just keeps going up.
I found Krampus.
Look out, Pete. I know you want to stay warm. Don't worry, he'll be on his throne over there shortly. You'll be able to come back.
Hello. Full.
Thank you.
That's my dad is beautiful too. They have a petting zoo, guys. Oh, they have a... Yeah, Mom, do you see the goat? I think he's trying to eat a string off her bag or the leash or something. There's Mom. And here's the cute little donkey. Hi! Hi, buddy. You look so soft. Can I pet you? How would you feel about me petting you? No? There you go. Oh, you're so soft. Good boy. You're so cute. Guys, it's pretty empty. So it opens, we're here on a Friday night. It opens at 5 o'clock and that closes at 9. And now it is kind of cold. It's really the wind that's causing those problems. Hopefully it's not messing with my microphone too much, but all the shops are heated, and yeah, so far we haven't regretted coming, even though it is a little nippy. Just bundle up, but come, definitely come.
There we go.
He was just getting the process this way.
Trying to get it as tight as possible so you don't have to crank as much. Okay, if you want to stand here, turn the wheel towards me nice and slow. It's going to tighten up from... It's pretty easy. Go a little quicker than that right now.
Yeah.
Slowly close it. Got about 1/8 of an inch before it actually hits that last blade. Then it'll start getting a little bit more difficult. The more it moans, the closer it is to cracking it open. There we go. I paid extra for that. There we go.
Oh,
Oh, look at that. And you got amethyst. You got a nice dark amethyst with a nice calcite chip in it. You got a really nice little one. It's a good
That's
$20
awesome.
geo.
Nice.
Wow.
Here you go. I'll give you that to look at, and then I'll get you a paper bag to put it in.
Thank you.
Very good choice.
Yeah. I didn't have time to give any introduction to what you just saw, but we wandered into this little shop that was selling geodes, and he was just telling us about them and showing us, you know, all the cracked open ones. And I saw some really cheap ones, and I thought that looks kind of fun. And so I bought a little $20 geode and put it in that thing and cracked it open. It has amethyst inside. It's so cool and so pretty. So yeah, that was a really fun experience. I'm glad I did that.
And I've got some folk tales I would like to share with you guys. Like I said, these come primarily from the Germanic and Icelandic traditions, which is where most of our traditions come from. Can anybody guess how old most of the traditions we follow are? Oh, wrong.
No, yeah,
Most
not-
come from the middle 1800s.
Yeah.
Most of them are sterilized versions of much older traditions. Stay. Good paper. That's right. Christmas elves, the whole Santa elves, that didn't come around until 1856-ish. There were two books published, one of them became very important. The Fat Santa. Everybody knows Fat Santa. Guess when Fat Santa came around? Was the night before Christmas. Before that, bear in mind, Christmas comes from St. Nicholas. St. Nicholas was a bishop. He was a priest. They were not fat people. So, it's true. So they wrote the night before Christmas, and it was a jolly old fat guy, and a gentleman who did advertising for Coca-Cola loved the image, glommed onto it, and that became popular. And ever since then, it's Fat Santa. Before that, even in the Victorian age, you'll see skinny Santas.
Why don't you come clean it up for me? Yeah. So plug that in. No matter how hard you go
Guys,
into it.
this is the same glass blower that I came to during the Renaissance Festival. I envy them standing next to the furnace because it is very cold.
Like that. See, that's quick, right? You think you can bring this to the bench?
Well, Yuletide, it was so fun. I had never even heard of it until a couple weeks ago. And then I was actually doing research on, if you remember from my Renaissance Festival video, there was that carved wood place where I got those maps. And I kind of wanted another small one. And so I was contacting those people to find out, you know, if I could order one or if they had one of the ones I was looking for. And they said, yeah, we have that one. We'll be at Yuletide. And I was like, what's that? And so then I looked it up and I realized that there was another event, a Christmas event at the Renaissance Festival Fairgrounds. And so I decided to go. Not just because I wanted to go get him another map, but because I wanted to see what it was like. I had so much fun at the Renaissance Fair that I thought the Yuletide has to be just as fun. Well, I know I mentioned several times during the video how cold it was. So that affected things to a fairly large extent. We had so much fun looking at the shops, looking at the lights. But it was hard to sit still and watch like any of the entertainment for any length of time just because it got so cold. You know, we didn't want to sit still. So you'll see little clips and things like that that I stopped and recorded some of the entertainment, but I really didn't get to see much of it. The longest we stayed in any one spot was for that storyteller. And that was just because there was a heater right next to us and my dad both saw hot chocolate. So we were, you know, kind of warmed up by that a little bit. But even that, we didn't want to stay sitting for very long. I also think the cold kind of affected the performers a little bit. I think I recorded a little bit of this dancer that her costume was all lit up. And as I was walking up, you know, I was rolling, but I hadn't really gotten much good footage of her actual dance yet. And the lights stopped working. And I can only imagine because it was so cold. Because my phone and my phone charger, they worked fine. But there were a couple moments when they actually mentioned like, hey, it's going to take a while to charge because I'm so cold, you know. So it wouldn't surprise me if her lights were being affected by the cold as well. Also, if you saw the horns, that horn trio, I didn't record much of them because they actually didn't sound very great. And at first we were like, wow, they're not very good. But then I started wondering, I don't know much about horns. I've never played a horn in my life, but I do know instruments in general are really affected by weather and temperature and things like that. And it made me wonder, I wonder if they would have been better if we would have heard them when it wasn't 15 degrees outside. So just bear that in mind. We had a lot of fun just walking around and just looking at all they had to offer, which was very similar to the Renaissance Fair, but they did have some new stuff. And then, you know, seeing little snippets of the entertainment, and the lights were beautiful. And then they had some interesting and different characters wandering around. And then people were just dressed up the way they dressed up for the Renaissance Fair, or some of them were a little more Christmassy, like elves and Santa and stuff like that. It was much cheaper than the regular Renaissance Festival, so you're not paying Renaissance Festival prices for, you know, only a couple hours and cold and things like that. But yeah, I would go back. I would probably maybe try to pick a night that wasn't as cold, but we were kind of limited. You know, my parents were here for Thanksgiving and we wanted to do something Christmassy, and that was what we decided to do. And it was either kind of brave it and just bundle up or just sit at home. So we decided to brave it, and we're glad we did. It was fun. Now, I know I showed you guys footage of me breaking open that geode, and I'm so glad I did that. I just bought a little $20 one, and he showed me how to break it open, and it had all this beautiful crystal inside. And it was just such a cool experience to like pick it out and then to crack it open and have the surprise. And I've never even considered doing something like that before. And to be honest, I've seen open geodes, but I've never seen any place like that where you could break them open yourself. And it was just such a unique experience. And let me show you a better shot of what these geodes look like, because we tried to show you last night, but it was dark and they were being held by thick gloved hands. So let me give you a better shot of these. All right, so here are the two halves of the geode that I broke open. It's hard to tell, but it is purplish. He did say it was amethyst, I think, if I remember correctly. You'll know from the video. You just watched the video, and it's been a minute since I heard him say it. And then that is the piece of, what did he say that was? Did he say it was calcite? I forget. I'll put it up on the bottom to remind myself and you of what he said. But yeah, it's just so cool and so unique. So I'll probably just put these on my mantle and let them be like a little talking piece when people come over and see them. Yeah, I'm pretty glad I did that. Now, as I mentioned, the reason I found out about Yuletide was because I was looking for another of those wooden maps, and I did buy one. I'm not going to show it to you right now because it is already hanging up, and I'm very excited. And I actually, because you guys, I've kind of invested you into my map search because of the Renaissance Festival video and things like that. I kind of want to show you what they look like hanging up and show you the whole collection. But I'm going to make that a separate, like, little short video. So watch for that. That should be posted here pretty soon. Just kind of a quick thing of all my maps so you can see. So if you're curious about which map I got, watch that video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like and a subscribe, and follow me over at Instagram at Lead the Life Vlog. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.